Open up the image tab. Let me do it like this. So the source is avatar, and we can give it source. Second, where I can write paragraph and the name, another paragraph for the designation, and finally a button. So I'm not styling the button here much, because anyway the basic thing that I want to show in this video is basically the grid layout. Okay, so let us add a button, simple button. Great. So right now, if you see, this was the actually original one. If you see, it looks a bit distorted because of the image. So let us first fix the image, then we will see. So basically item 1, so image inside div item 1. So we can target it like this, dot item 1. Let's set the width to 50 pixels, or maybe 90 will do, even 100 will do, I think. Okay, that's good. And now I want maybe the text to be a little bit small, so that we can actually, for now let's make it 50, because I want to show you a thing. Okay, and let's also make the font size little small. So where it is, yes, instead of, let us say 1 rem only. Great. So we have very much completed this layout here, but if you see in this, the image and the button are in center, but here it is not. So I want this button and as well as this image to be in absolute center. So they are in horizontally centered, but not vertically. So in order to vertically centering these div elements, we can make them one of the solution basically. So we can make them as flex box, and we can set some properties to align them in the center. So I am doing it in all the grid item. So basically this image, this and this. Okay, because I want to center each of these child elements. Let's do it here. So first of all, for now I am setting the display property for grid item. Earlier I have set the display grid to container. So I made the container as a grid and there are its child elements. Now I am making the child elements as flex box. So now I have set it to flex. Now we need to center it horizontally and vertically. In order to center horizontally, we use justify content. So center, so it will center itself horizontally. So it is in horizontal center and also here. Now in order to center them vertically, we can use align items. Okay, so now if you see here, this button and image and as well as the text is in horizontal center and also vertically centered. Okay, so it is in absolute center. So this is the thing, and now we can make the image a little bit bigger. Great. So let us revise what we have done here basically. So first of all, I created a div element, basically container element for these 4 child elements, and set its display to grid. Basically this is the most important part here. So I made this container as a grid and set it to 3 columns of equal width. Okay, so one column, the second column, and the third column of equal width. Then what I had done, we arranged or rearranged these child elements. So we make it span 2 rows and we place it here. So fourth one we place it here and span 2 rows. We use it by grid row and specified the starting row line and ending row line, and in grid column we have specified the starting column line and ending column line. And in order to align them horizontal center and vertically centered, we used as a flex box. We make these items as flex box. This is basic. And now let me show you one more thing. We can also use fraction unit in order to make this, more better. So let me show you what I mean. Suppose I want this to be smaller in width. So this image to be little bit smaller, this to be little bit smaller, but I want the width of these to send. Basically, I want the first column and the third column to have less width than the second column. Okay. So in auto, I can't do this because all of the columns are in equal width. That's what auto does. So one solution is this may be, for example, we can specify in pixels, like I want the first one to be 50 pixels, second one to be 100 pixels, and third one again to be 50 pixels. But this creates a problem here, as you can see, because it is not responsive and also it is not occupying the full width. Surely I can increase the pixels, for example 100, even let's make it 150, so that it can fit better. And now we can double of 150 is 300. Okay, so again you see here the columns have different width. So the width of second column is double the size of first and third, but still it is not correct because it is not occupying full width and it is not dynamic also. So what we can do is we can use fraction units. So again, let me write this first. Okay, so what I wanted is a layout like this. So what I have done is basically we are again specifying the 3 columns here. Okay, now what we have done is, so if you total it, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 plus 1 is 4. So basically I have divided this whole width in 4 parts, let us say. So 1, and imagine a line here also. So 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So 1 by 4 is occupied by the first column, so it is occupying 1 by 4, and 2 by 4 is occupied by the second column, so that's why it looks wider, and the third column is again occupying 1 by 4 only. So the center column occupies 2 times more space as the first and third, so that's why it's wider. So these fraction units I have also wanted to show you. Okay, so basically we have made the container as grid and specified 3 columns in the fraction unit and make the grid items align according to our layout. So that's all in this video.